Two seemingly contrasting pieces, The Merchant of Venice, which is a play written by William Shakespeare, and To Kill a Mockingbird, a novel by Harper Lee, both share a common theme of stereotypes. This theme is demonstrated profoundly in the characters' actions, conducts, and most significantly in the settings as well. In this assignment, I'll be displaying this theme using various creative outputs in order to illustrate the similarities within. Stereotypes are widespread beliefs in regards to a certain category of individuals. Stereotypes often enjoin the belief throughout each member of a particular group. The stereotypes presented in both The Merchant of Venice and To Kill a Mockingbird have both evolved in order to face the issues we experience today. Gender stereotypes in The Merchant of Venice. An essence of gender stereotyping can be found in the setting of The Merchant of Venice, as all the women during this period were not considered able enough to engage in the political affairs or even smart enough, often depending on the men. In Acts 1, Scene 2, Lines 3, Portia is considering her lack of freedom and limitations to make decisions. Oh me! The word choose, I may neither choose who I would nor refuse who I dislike. Thus Portia yearns for freedom, a feature she would unlikely have during this time. This proves true by which even after accomplishing the great feat of freeing Antonio from his bond, neither Portia nor Nerissa could take the credit for their accomplishments, and had to literally change their genders in order to be acknowledged. Stereotypes in To Kill a Mockingbird. An example of stereotyping, specifically racial stereotype, would be in To Kill a Mockingbird when Tom Robinson is accused of raping a white woman, Mayala, an act by which he is innocent of but is proven to be guilty by the jury. And although Atticus Finch is a good man, his final stand in defense of Tom in this court is against the notion that all colored people are liars or rapists. However, in doing so, he then evokes a stereotype based upon black individuals at the time by saying on page 217, which gentleman we know in itself a lie as black as Tom Robinson's skin. His statement had proclaimed that the color of Tom's skin, black, is evil, thus encompassing a racial stereotype in the novel. These are ethnic stereotypes in The Merchant of Venice. Thirdly, in the illustration of this pressing theme would be the treatment of Shylock, simply for his race and religion, a Jewish character in the play. The stereotypes presented towards Jews were displayed in Shylock's monologue towards Antonio, Christian, by saying in Acts 1, Scene 3, lines 121 to 122 that, "You call me a misbeliever, cutthroat dog, and spat upon my Jewish Gabor Day. You fair sir, you spat on me on Wednesday last. You spurned me such a day. Another time you called me a dog." These derogatory remarks reflects a hint of the Jewish peoples and most often subjected to prejudice and hate due to these common stereotypes and beliefs during this period. theme of stereotypes would be the social stereotypes represented in To Kill a Mockingbird. In this novel, the Yules, a large family dating back over 3 generations, are considered to be filthy, unwanted, and lower class of society. As explained by Scout on page 170, every town the size of Macomb had families like the Yules. No economic fluctuations changed their status. People like the Yules lived as guests of the county in prosperity as well as in the depths of a depression. Henceforth, although all Yules are considered dirty and sanitary and just hopeless, it is also noted in this novel that Mayella Yule, a member, is being as clean as she can and taking great care for her garden. In conclusion, throughout all 4 scenarios of stereotypes presented in this video, the presence of this issue is provoked in numerous ways and often dictates the interactions between different people and are displayed in both.